I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know that I can patient. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She says she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last today. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know that I can patient. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She says she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to the LMPD. Go and get your self-esteem. And she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto-Biz, what this pink stuff is. Long tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't felt me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in the bag, I'm about to get in it. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know that I can patient. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She says she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat.
She-Rag got me.
PA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight we start Week 14 with a great Thursday night matchup between the New England Patriots and the Los Angeles Rams.
Set to kick off.
And off we go from SoFi Stadium. Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 18-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Goff. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. From the gun, here's Goff. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
That catch good for only a couple. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Takes to midfield, but no further, just a yard there.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
From the 50, it's Goff. He's got the rookie from Florida. That's Van Jefferson with it. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First and goal from just inside the 5. They'll run with Cook, and he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A shotgun snap for Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And a catch made here by Marquise Lee. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
On the play.
They're already trailing here in this first quarter. Last thing they needed was to cough the football. Well, they coughed it up, but luckily for them, it went out of bounds.
Yeah, still a long way to go, but when you're losing, every possession takes on a little bit more importance, doesn't it? And in that case, they almost made this game a lot more difficult for themselves by turning it over. Fortunate there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. The tight end, Dalton Keene, the target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Johnson on the coverage.
Throwing again. Newton. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
A gain of 15.
This was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Rams 7, Patriots nothing.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he's got room. All the way in. Touchdown, New England. James White, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
12 yards there and a 1st down. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Quickly from Goff to Cup. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
If you're a wide receiver and they call a screen pass, you're counting on some people being out in front of you blocking. But that play was well diagnosed by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, and they got there and swarmed and finished off the play.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 2nd down now, it's Cook. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Throwing on 3rd, gone. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's gone across the 50 to the 47-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. On the ground, it's Cook. Jonathan Jones there to make the stop. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and
they run. Cook. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
Cook again, the ball carrier.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. A 10th carry of the game for Cook. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming.
Brings up 4th down and 1.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. On 4th down, Goff. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He was going right back to Cooper Kupp, and it's 2nd down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
to the ground. Cook. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too...
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead.
Sam Sloman for the PAT.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
Makes the score Rams 14, Patriots 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded in the end zone.
And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So after the face mask, they get to start all the way up past the 35 now. From the gun, here's Newton. Escaping, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Out of the gun, Newton. Incomplete. Demir Bird, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
I see what they were trying to do there, trying to find some dead space in the middle of the field and take their shot right there. A really good idea, but it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
That's caught by his tight end, Dalton Keene.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
Brings up 4th down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They are going to go for it. It's Newton. He hits White, complete. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Dancing to his left.
And that one complete to Keene, the tight end.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Newton throwing again. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Demir Bird with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment and you have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Aldrich Rosa set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Kyle Duggar up to make the tackle. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Damiere Byrd with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Patriots have moved out in front. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Patriots 21, Rams 14. Aldrich Rosa set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. The decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 19-yard line.
Super 66.
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff airing it out deep for Woods. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 11.
Out of the gun, Goff. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They're going to go for it. It's Goff. This one's tipped and intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he will
That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Rosas to add the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Patriots 28, Rams 14. Aldrich Rosas set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. On 2nd and 9, Goff. It'll be caught by Cup. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Throwing complete to Cup. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
A run there with Cook, not going to accomplish much. Call it no gain. 2nd down coming up.
Right at the line of
his carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry. But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. And he's got it. That's Cup for a Ram touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Rams have got this back to a one-score game.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last time. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the pressure gets to him again. And Oliver, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on third down. So they'll walk him back half the distance. So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. Davis now to return it. Will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at the 34. And right away, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Second down.
He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by the All-Pro Stephon Gilmore. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers.
8 yards. It's second down.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple of weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Cam Newton keeping it himself from 7 yards out. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Patriots 35, Rams 23. Aldrich Rosa set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he returns this to the 22.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. They'll get this one to Cobb complete. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
At the 47-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Goff now looking to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
They'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. 9 yards yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
The Rams on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. There's that man again. It's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 13-yard line. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Goff. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was going right back to Cooper Kupp, but it's going to be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Goff. And he's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Goff to Woods as the Rams move the chains.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the 5.
And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Devin McCourty picks it off. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. 5. Return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Here's another 2nd and goal, this time from half the distance closer. They'll look to run with Akers. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Cam Akers, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Good. Makes the score Patriots 35, Rams 30.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use it their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing here, Newton. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Newton to throw. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a 3rd down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Newton. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
And the Patriot first down.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watch